There'll be a lot of people coming in the next Parliament. Reach out to them, make friends, and work out on the areas where you can work together. I think the most exciting thing was turning up here after I was elected and meeting all the other new MSPs. And we went through a very good induction process where we all got a chance to meet each other. And at that stage, we built friendships that have lasted the entire length of this Parliament. When I was told that I was going to take on the role of convener of the Rural Economy Connectivity Committee, I was absolutely delighted because it's covered all the things that interest me. But I was incredibly lucky to have a very good clerking team with a very senior clerk who kept me on the straight and narrow. In the run-up to the election in 2001, I was diagnosed with bowel cancer. So I went through the entire election process knowing that I needed treatment, but I had to try and get myself back into here, and then knowing that my first maybe 6 months was going to be taken up by chemo and radiotherapy. But you know, the beauty of it was being in here, I was focused on trying to deliver things for other people. So it took my mind off it. So I guess that was my biggest challenge. I think I brought bowel cancer and the issues relating to it to everyone that I can. I've probably bored for the United Kingdom on bowel cancer, but you know, my feeling is that if you are aware of the issues, and I'm going to go through them if you want me to. In fact, I won't go through them. But, you know, blood in your poo is one. Keep an eye out for that. But if you go through and look at that, and you will stop other people getting it. And that's what I tried to do. I was delighted. Gail Ross was the deputy convener in that committee, and we had a very good relationship as far as things go. She knew where my red lines were. I knew where her red lines were when it came to policy, and we tried to make sure that both of us were never forced to cross them. And it was a good relationship. Worked well. Many happy days in the committee. It's interesting. This came about as a result of somebody from the yard contacting me and telling me that the ferries had been launched. They were improperly built, and I pushed very hard for the committee to look into it. I probably know more about ferries than I would care to recount. I could take up all of your memory space on your camera. So I would say that, yeah, it's been a long time trying to sort it out, and it's probably the most disappointing thing about my time in the Parliament is that no one's been held accountable. When you come to this Parliament, you know that you've got about a 4-minute slot or a 5-minute slot to speak in the chamber, and you tend to script things down to the last letter. I've never written a speech in the last 4 years. I just do it with a series of bubbles and talk to the bubbles on a bit of paper, for the simple reason that I think it makes you lazy the way this Parliament is, and I would encourage anyone who comes in here to have their subject area, know their subject area, and talk to people rather than read out a script. I think what I'd like to change is the fact to remember that when you come into politics, you all come in and start politics on the same base level, that you want to make things better for your constituents. You don't have any enemies in politics, you just have people you haven't convinced. And so try and convince them in a nice way. And politics is meant to be fun. Fun politics achieves results. Nasty politics doesn't.